Shalom, family. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Ever since that white woman, Renee Good, was unalived by an ICE agent, they have been protesting, and the protest has actually moved to other parts of the country as well. So while we were doing Sabbath on Saturday, a lot of people were out protesting around the country. So we're going to look at some of the protesting that went on in Minneapolis this weekend. And, and I don't want, what I don't get, y'all, is I understand this woman was unalived and everything, but I don't know why they keep bringing up George Floyd. What happened to her and George Floyd? The only similarities, she was taken out by an ICE agent, and George Floyd by the police, Derek Chauvin. But the two incidents really were not similar. George Floyd was not trying to obstruct anything or anyone or a cop like Renee Good was. So it's very different, but you know how they always got to compare their plight to one of us. It's always been that way. So, and for people that don't like us, y'all sure love using the things we've come up with. Now they're going heavy with say her name. That came from us. That came from us. So that's what they've been out in the streets screaming, say her name, say her name. I said, boy, y'all sure don't come up with your own stuff. You're always ripping our stuff off. So anyway, y'all. Anyway, let me go ahead and share my screen so we can get started. Okay. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Okay, thank you.
The vast majority of people have protested peacefully. My deepest thanks. We are so grateful for everything that you've been doing. And to our first responders, they have been working tirelessly. They've made sure that they are out here protecting people, keeping them safe, and showing a true juxtaposition between the kind of public safety and service that we provide to our residents here at the city of Minneapolis versus what ICE is doing. We are a safe city. We will not counter Donald Trump's chaos with our own brand of chaos here.
I'm incredibly proud of the police officers in this town and the state law enforcement officers and all the other police that have been here with us through this. What you saw last night was a disciplined and restrained response. I think it was highly professional, and I'm thankful for the members of the community who understand our need to keep things peaceful and others that are continuing to call for peaceful protest and assembly. We are fully prepared if things cross the line and become unlawful to make additional arrests if necessary.
We are meeting a whole lot of despair with a lot of hope. We are doing right. We are being strategic. And yes, for those that are taking the bait and causing property damage or otherwise, there are consequences.
We act very strategically with restraint. We take our time to ensure that we have sound tactics, a good plan, and move in so that we can keep the safety of law enforcement as well as the safety of community in mind.
Like we got the one time of like shitty weather today. So anyway, I'll get back to John with things.
Folks, the social media companies don't want this out there, so make sure you boost this. The cable networks do not want this out there, but right now we've got cameras thanks to our partnership with Status Coup on the ground in Minneapolis. The protests are building. They are massive. There are protesters outside the hotels where ICE agents are staying. Be sure to check out these protests. The revolution may not be televised, but you will find it on Midas Touch thanks to Status Coup. Go to youtube.com/Midas Touch right now. Watch the live stream. Do not let them suppress this.
Footage shows Border Patrol agents detaining leftist protesters in Minneapolis after a confrontation involving a federal vehicle. Officials say agents were inside during the incident. The situation is under investigation.
We have the truth, and the truth is on our side, and what we saw was murder on Minneapolis streets. Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Porque el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
Hey, just a minute before you move on, I want to say thank you for watching and for supporting us. It's you, all of our viewers, our readers, and our listeners who make everything that we do possible. So thank you from everyone here at PBS News.
Support journalism you trust. Support PBS News. Donate now, or even better, start a monthly contribution today.
Let me see your documents. You're actually born with you. What do you need? I don't have to show you. How do I know you're a U.S. citizen? It can go two ways. I can take it. You failed. You shouldn't be left to be lumped in. These motherfuckers. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay. Yeah, you know what it is? Because I saw someone talking about they're rough on the women. You know what it is? They don't like their women out there protesting. And especially for Somalians, that's what the problem is. You got to understand, think about the kind of people that join the police department. We know it's these clans, these clansmen and these white nationalists and stuff. Those are the kind of people that join the police force. Well, those are the kind of people that are joining ICE. So when they see those white women out there, to them, they're off code. So they don't care how bad they rough them up. I did a live, it must have been over the summer, and they slammed and really hard. They slammed this white woman down to the ground. And I mean, they slammed her hard and they arrested her because they felt she was obstructing. And that's what it is. They're going to start roughing these white women up. You got to think about it. If the Klan is in the police department, the Klan is in ICE. Let's be real. They are. So this is just a precursor of how bad it's going to get for them out there. They don't care how bad they rough up their women if they feel like they're off code and they're out there for some Somalian people that they probably look down on. You see how they don't value us. You could imagine how they really ain't going to value them. They see them as less than. And we know that. So, y'all, that's on them. We're not going out there. That's on them. They want to carry their butts out to the streets and let ICE get a hold of them. That's on them. They just going to have to deal with it. We're not going out there. It's not our fight. It's none of our business. We're not immigrants. So we don't have nothing to do with ICE. But, the shooting of this woman has really taken the focus off of why ICE was there in the first place, is rounding up all these scammers and these Somalians and getting them out of this country. Now the focus is heavily on this white woman that got unalive. And she ain't the only one. I heard up there in Portland, 2 people, and one was a brother. So look, y'all, I'm glad we made the decision to stay out of all this mess. We have nothing to do with this stuff anyway. And why would we go out in the streets for a bunch of immigrants that talk so badly about us? The Somalians have repeated every single white talking point. Ain't nobody going out there. And plus, who's going to go out in the street for a bunch of scammers? It's one thing if you're getting deported and you were already a citizen. It's another. You sat up in here and committed a crime in a country that saved you from a civil war situation in your country. And then the thanks was you come here and scam the taxpayer? That's pretty messed up. So no, we can't go out there for y'all. You don't do nothing for us on our behalf. Many of y'all come here and even speak against our reparations. We can't go out there and I'm sorry. You're on your own. You're going to have to fight this white man and his system all by yourself. So, y'all, they are doing these protests around the country. And I guess they're going to be continuing on because from what I understand, Donald Trump is sending even more agents into Minnesota. So they sent 2,000 already, and there's more on the way. So they're not playing, and they're going to get them people out of there. They're going to get them out. Oh, good, Kimmy. I'm glad you got your leave in. Conditioner. Yeah. So, everybody, thank you so much for being here. This is my final live for tonight. I do have some coming up tomorrow. I have an update on the Somalians are now trying to target reporters or anybody to come up there and show the scamming that they're doing. So they're trying to target those folks. I don't know what these people, they need to go home. They need to go home and stop trying to fight after you committed a crime. And y'all need to just board the plane and just go the hell home. Go home. For real. So, y'all, I did put my Gifts and Go pinned up because I don't know why people keep asking me about the link when I pin it on every live stream. So, I don't know. Maybe they just don't look. So, if you can't remember, it is in the community tab as well. Y'all, thank you for your support. Thank you for coming. And I deeply appreciate each and every one of you. Shalom, family.